Hello students, so today's class we are going to work it out the practical oriented problems. So this is the last class. So by here we are going to wind up our class. So today we are going to study relating to the practical oriented questions. So dear students, take out the page number 46. There you will find the four questions which is asked for practical oriented questions. Okay, there are four questions which is asked for the practical oriented question. So we'll see the first question. First question is, how do you treat the following in the absence of partnership deed? So this is the question and these are the terms, and based on that they have asked you how do you treat if there is no partnership deed. Okay, so the first one, it is interest on capital. Second one, it is interest on drawings. Third one, it is interest on loan. Fourth one, distribution of profit and losses. And the last one, it is salary to a partner. Dear students, in the Hello, so relating to these terms, we have already studied in our previous video. So when I was explaining the theory part, so there I have explained to you how to treat the following terms in the absence of partnership deed. So today, once again, I'll explain it to you. So the first one, it is interest on capital. So interest on capital here means if there is no partnership deed, if there is no partnership deed, or else in the absence of partnership deed, no partner is entitled to claim any of the interest on capital contributed by him, any of the interest on capital contributed by him. So in the absence of partnership deed, no partner is entitled to get any interest on capital. Okay, so here I have written the questions. So based on that, today I am going to write the solutions. Okay, now I am going to write the solution. So how do you treat the following in absence of partnership deed? First thing is you have to write the question. After that you have to write the following terms. So the first one, it is interest on drawing. So in the absence of partnership, in the absence of partnership deed, how you are going to treat the interest on capital? So here no partner is entitled to get any interest on capital contributed by him if there is no partnership deed, or in case of if there is no agreement made between the partners. So here the answer is not to be allowed. So in front of this, take down not to be allowed. Next one, interest on drawing. So in the absence of partnership deed, no partner is entitled to charge any interest on drawing. So in the absence of partnership deed, no partner is entitled to charge any interest on drawings made by him. So the answer is not to be charged. So the answer is not to be charged. So take down in front of that, not to be charged. So the answer is not to be charged. Next one, interest on loan. So how do you treat in the absence of partnership deed? How do you treat the interest on loan in the absence of partnership deed? So here, in the absence of partnership deed, the interest on loan, here a partner is entitled to get an interest on the amount at the rate of 6% per annum. So that means in the absence of partnership deed, a partner is entitled to get the rate of 6% per annum interest for the loan given by that partner. So here what do you have to write? Take down here, allowed debt 6% per annum. So here it is allowed at 6% per annum. So we have completed the three terms. Next comes the distribution of profit and loss. So here also if there is no partnership deed, then the profit and loss of the firm is distributed equally among all the partners. So here what happened? It is distributed equally among all the partners. So the answer is equally. Next, salary to partner. What happened if there is no partnership deed? So the answer is, if there is no partnership deed, then no partner is entitled to get any salary or remuneration for discharging their duty. So the answer is not to be allowed. So the answer is not to be allowed. Yes, so this is a first practical oriented question, and this is a solution part. Okay, so here we have completed the first practical question. Next, we'll move on to the second practical question. Back to the question bank and see the second question. See the question. Prepare profit and loss appropriation account of a firm using 5 imaginary figures. So here they have asked us to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account with the 5 imaginary figures. So if you want to know the relating to the profit and loss appropriation account, take out the first practical part which we have done. So there I have explained to you the format and also the problem. So by looking at the problem, you have to prepare your own profit and loss appropriation account with the imaginary figures. You can take any value. You can take any value, so but you have to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account, but minimum five transactions must be there. Okay, so I'll show it to you how to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, now listen here. I have written the question, so you also first you have to write the question first. Then after that, draw the format. So the format contains the profit and loss appropriation account for the year ending 31st March 2019. So this is an imaginary date I have taken. Okay, after that, debit and credit on both the side. Then draw the format, that is particulars rupees, particulars rupees. Okay, so here the profit and loss appropriation account, it is a firm's account, and which rule you have to follow, that is a nominal rule. So what does the nominal account rule says? The rule says that debit all expense and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Debit all expense and losses and credit all incomes and gains. Okay, so now what happened? We have to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account with 5 imaginary figures. Okay, so the first thing is I have to imagine the profit and loss of the firm. So here the profit and loss account, reason is net, reason is net profit, reason is net profit, and I have taken the amount as 50,000. So I will directly take down it in outer column. Okay, so the next comes, it is by interest on drawing, because the interest on drawing is the profit for the company. So take down here interest on drawings account. So 2 partners are there. So I have consider it as A and B. A and B. So here also I will consider my own imaginary value. So 600 for A and 400 for B. So here it is 1000. So I have done on the credit side. Next comes the debit side. So here to interest on capital account, to interest on capital account, here also 2 partners are there, that is A, and another one it is a B, A and B. So here I have considered their capital as a 1 lakh into 10%. This is my own imaginary value, and B also 1 lakh into 10%. So here they have got 10,000. So total interest on capital, it will be 20,000. Okay, so this is my own imaginary value, and even the percentage also. Next comes salary to a partner. So I will take down here to salary to a partner. Salary to a partner. So here I will consider it as A and B. Okay, so A's salary it is 5,000 and B is also 5,000. So total it is 10,000. Okay, so I have done here, and one more thing I will add it here, commission to commission in to commission to okay to commission, and after that I'll mention here it as A. So this is A's commission. So here I consider it as a 1,000. So A's commission it is 1,000. Now I'll do the total. Okay, now draw the line for total. So now we have to do the total. Draw the line for total. So it is 2 A's commission. Okay, so here mention it as A's commission. So it is A's commission. I have taken it as 1,000. Now we have to do the total to check which side is more. So it is 50,000 plus 1,000. Here it is 51,000. Next on debit side, here it is 20,000 plus 10,000 plus 1,000. Here it is 31,000. So which side is more? That is credit side is more. So total is 51,000. Take down 51,000. From 51,000 deduct 31,000. So here we have got the profit as 20,000. Okay, so here take down 2 partners capital account. 2 partners capital account. Reason it is a profit and we have to distribute it to the 2 partners. Okay, so here it is. The difference we have got it as a 20,000. Take down it in outer column. Now 20,000 into, so here there is here they have not given any ratio, that is our own imagination we have to do. So I will consider it as equally 1:1. So it is 1/2, 1/2. Okay, I have taken it as a 1:1. So that means it is 10,000. And here also 10,000. So the total it is 20,000. So here we come to the end of the second practical oriented question. Next we'll move on to the third practical oriented question. See the question. Prepare capital account of 2 partners under fluctuating capital method with 5 imaginary figures. So dear students, while I am explaining the theory part, that time I have explained to you the maintenance of capital accounts of the partner. So under maintenance of capital account of the partner, you have studied 2 methods, that is fixed capital method and the fluctuating capital method. I hope everyone had remembered it, that is fixed capital method and fluctuating capital method. So dear students, based on that 2 methods, here we have to prepare the practical oriented question. That is practical oriented, it comes under practical oriented question, and the thing is we have to do the solution for it with a 5 imaginary figures. Okay, so this is a format of fluctuating capital method, because they have asked us to prepare this third question relating to fluctuating capital system. So this is a question. Prepare capital account of 2 partners under the fluctuating capital system with 5 imaginary figures. So under fluctuating capital method we have to prepare the account. So in the books of A and B, so this is they are the partners. This is my own imagination I have done here. So under fluctuating capital method, so which account we have to prepare here? That is partners, 2 partners under fluctuating capital they have given. That means prepare the capital account of 2 partners they have asked. So that means we have to prepare the partners capital account. So this is a format. So date, debit and credit, you have to take down it on both the side. Next date, particulars, JF, A and B are the partners. Below that you have to write rupees. Again date, particulars, JF, A and B are the partners. Below that they are rupees. Okay. So dear students, in this partners capital account, debit means what? All the expenses and the losses. Credit means all the incomes and gain. So here you have to think in the point of view of the partner, not the firm. So whatever partner receives, that should be credited, and whatever partner pays, that should be debited. So whatever comes in, that should be credited, and whatever the partner they are going to spend, that should be debited. Okay, so the first thing is, here the fluctuating capital method means, under this fluctuating capital method, only one account, that is a capital account, is maintained for each partner. So under the fluctuating capital method, only one account you have to prepare. So that account is nothing but the partner's capital account, and all other adjustments like interest on capital, drawings, interest on drawings, salary, commission to a partner, etc., are recorded directly under this account, okay. So the one thing you have to remember, credit means whatever the partner receives, that should be credited, and debit means whatever the partner pays, that should be debited. Okay, so now what we have to do in the sense, here we need to prepare the partner's capital account with our own imagination. Okay, so this is a format. So listen, dear student, this is a format. Okay, so here they have given balance brought down. Balance brought down in the sense, it is a capital contributed by the partner. So that is a whatever amount he contributed. So definitely it is a income for the partner only, because when they are when the person he want to disclose this, that means he want to discontinue his partnership. So whatever amount he had contributed to the business, the entire amount is coming back to him only. So that means it is a profit for the partner. So here it is balance brought down, and second comes the bank account, that is any additional capital as contributed by the partner. So that is also a income for the partner only. Next, interest on capital. Interest on capital means whatever capital is contributed by the partner, on that the firm is making the payment. So that means it is a income for the partner. But while preparing the profit or loss appropriation account, that is a firm's account, where we have debited interest on capital. Reason is firm is making the payment, so that it is expenses for the firm. But in case of partner's capital, it is a income for the partner. So other than that, any profit or loss, any profit if the partner is acquiring or the getting, that should be credited. Then other than that, any salary, any remuneration, whatever the partner receives, that is credited. Next, on debit side, so drawings means the amount of the drawings means what, the amount withdrawn by the partner for their personal use. Whose amount they are withdrawing, that is a firm's amount. So whatever amount is withdrawn, that should be returned. Is it or not? That should be returned. So it is a debit, it's expenses for the partner, and upon that, if any partner is paying the interest, then it is a expenses definitely. So that should be debited. So this is a format, and I will give certain items. So you have to take down it, and you have to study also. Okay, so the first thing here I'll write as a balance. They are opening balance. So first one, it is by balance brought down. So it is a capital contributed by the partner. So I have considered it as a 50,000. This is my own imaginary value. Okay, if you want, you can take any value. Okay, so by balance brought down, it is 50,000. Next one, it is by interest on capital. By interest on capital. Reason is interest on capital is a income for the partner. Here we are preparing the partner's account. So that means it is a profit for the that means whatever profit is there, that should be credited. Okay, so here also I will consider my own imaginary value. Okay, interest on capital of A, it is 5,000, and B is also 5,000. I will take the same values. Okay, so next comes salary. So next one is a salary, by salary. So here the salary I will consider it as 10,000. For both the partner, it is 10,000. Okay, so here I have written 3 items. Next, on the debit side, so 2 drawings account. Drawing is expenses. Okay, 2 drawings account. Drawing is expenses for the partner. Okay, so here I will consider it as 4,500 for each partner. 4,500, 4,500 each. Okay, next upon that, to interest on drawings account. To interest on drawings account. So whatever amount is withdrawn by the partner, upon that the partner is making the payment of interest. So definitely it's expenses for the partners. Okay, so here I will consider it as 500. So by this I have done my format. Okay, so first thing is I have written their capital, it's my own imaginary value. Next one, interest on capital, that is also my own value. Then the by salary. So remember, nominal, what does the nominal account rule says? That is debit to all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So here we are preparing the partner's account, not the firm's account. So in partner's account, debit all expense losses. So drawing is expenses for the partner, but for the firm it is a income. So okay, so like this way you have to do the problem. So that is credited. Next, salary, for the partner it is a income, but for the firm they are making the payment, so it's a expenses. Next, interest on drawing, it is a profit for the firm, but it is expenses for the partner because they are making the payment of interest. Now draw the line for total. Okay, now we'll do the total. So here on the credit side, first we'll do the total of A, 50,000, add 5,000 plus 10,000. So definitely credit is more because on the debit side only two amount is there. Okay, so take down here 65,000 on both the side. 65,000. Next one, B, 50,000 plus 5,000 plus 10,000. So here also 65,000 only. Take down on both the side 65,000. Okay, so from these two amount we have to deduct the amount on the credit side. So 65,000 minus 4,500 minus 500. So here we have got the balance carried down as 60,000. So take down here to balance carried down. So here we have got that balance as 60,000. Next one for B, same 65,000 minus 4,500 minus 500. So here also it's a 60,000 only. Take down here on the debit side. So here we have got the balancing figure, that is to balance carried down. So it is a balancing figure. So this way you have to do the solution. Okay, so here we completed the third practical oriented question. Now we'll move on to the next, the last practical oriented question. So see the question. Prepare current account of two partners under the fixed capital system with the imaginary figures. So dear students, so in this question they have asked us to prepare the current account of the two partners under which method? That is fixed capital method, and same we have to imagine the figures. Okay, so this is a format of fixed capital method, same format you have to follow. Okay, so prepare current account of two partners under the fixed capital account system with imaginary figures. So in the books of A and B, I have taken two partners, they are A and B, and the account title of the account is current partners current account, then debit and credit on both the side, then date, particulars, JF, A and B below that rupees, again date, particulars, JF, A and B below that rupees. Okay, the same format we you have to follow here, but the thing is when we are preparing the fluctuating capital method, the capital, then all other adjustments, we are maintaining it in only one account, that is known as a partner's capital account. But under fixed capital method, here the capital account of the partners are maintained separately, and all other adjustments like salary, commission, interest on capital, interest on drawing or distribution of profit and loss, each and everything are shown it in a separate account called as partner's current account. I'll repeat, under partner's current account, that means under fixed capital method, there are two account you have to prepare, that is partner's capital account and partner's current account. Under partner's capital account, whatever capital brought by the partner and any additional capital is introduced by partner, all those informations are included under partner's capital account. But in partner's current account, the adjustments like salary, commission, interest on capital, interest on drawing, distribution of profit and loss, all those things are made under partner's current account. I hope you have understood. Okay, so once again I'll repeat, see, in your fluctuating capital method, only one account you have to prepare, that is partner's capital account. So in that account, whatever capital brought by the partner, if it is any additional capital is there and all other adjustments, so each and everything is maintained in only one account. But in case of fixed capital method, there are two accounts you have to prepare, that is partner's capital account and partner's current account. So partner's capital means all the information relating to the capital, whatever contributed by the partner, and if there is any additional capital is contributed, so all those things are prepared it in a partner's capital account. But in a partner's current account, the information relating to the adjustments are recorded, only the adjustments. So here they have asked us to prepare the partner's current account. Okay, so partner's current account, the difference is only the capital you don't have to mention, and all other adjustments are similar. Okay, so this is a format of fixed capital method. So see here, partner's capital account and partner's current account given. So under fixed capital, two account you have to prepare, but for the practical oriented question, they have asked only the partner's current account, and there is no need of preparing partner's capital account. Okay, so here I'll just explain it the same way whatever I have explained to you in the fluctuating capital method. The difference is the balance, the opening, this one capital we don't have to mention, only the capital we don't have to mention, and all other items are same. Like credit means all the incomes and expenses that you have to record, and on the debit side all the expenses and losses you have to record. Okay, so here also they have given the opening balance. Okay, next one, salary, commission, interest on capital, profit and loss appropriation account. Next here on the debit side, drawing is there, interest on drawing is there, and after that balancing figure you have to do. So the same information you have to prepare. Okay, so here I will take the first one as by interest on capital account, by interest on capital account. So here interest on capital I will consider it as 5,000. Okay, on to the both the partner. Next I will take down by salary. Oh, so salary I will consider it as 10,000. Next to one, okay, I have taken here only two account, that is two transaction, that is interest on capital and salary. One more thing I will mention here, that is by profit and loss account. So it is a distribution of profit and loss. So I will consider it as a 10,000 on both the sides. So profit and loss appropriation, sorry, it's not a profit and loss appropriation account, it's a profit and loss. Okay, so you have to show the distribution. So I have considered it as a 10,000 for both the partner. Next on the debit side, take down here to interest on drawings. Sorry, before that we have to write the drawing. So to drawings account. Okay, so the amount is 4,500. After that to interest on drawings, to interest on drawings account. So the amount is 500. Okay, so I have wrote 5 entries. Now we have to do the total. Now we have to draw the line for total. do the total. So here it is 5,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000. So on the credit side we have got 25,000 on both the side, that is A as well as B. Take down here 25,000, here also 25,000, because we have taken the same values, so that's why we have got the same answer. Now from 25,000 deduct 4,500 minus 500, so it is 20,000. So here also the same answer. So in front of that, take down 2 balance, carried down, reason is balancing figure. So by this we have completed practical oriented question. So dear students, after completing all the problems, even the homework problems and whatever problems I have worked out, so each and everything you have to complete first, then copy these 4 practical oriented questions. After that you have to copy these 4 practical oriented questions. After completing the practical oriented questions, in your notebook you have to write, take down the 1 marks, very short answers and the 2 mark questions. So these two sections, that is section A and section B, that is 1 mark questions and the 2 mark questions, write the questions and you have to write the question as well as the answers. Okay, so after completing the practical oriented questions, at the end, after completing the practical oriented questions, you have to take down the 1 mark question and 2 mark question. Both answers you have to find out it from the theory part, then you have to take down it in your notebook. So by today we have completed our second lesson, that is accounting for partnership firm.